The Naruto Ultimate Ninja series have come a long way by this point. We've been blessed with 3 Naruto titles which are better than the previous one. The next installment for the series would come in the West on May 1st, 2009, and it will be the first Naruto Shippuden game ever released. Funny thing is that when this game came out in the West, we already got Storm 1 on that time's next generation consoles. This game has a lot of fans and haters, so let's take a look and see what this game has to offer for us. There are 2 main game modes that this game offers us. One is the Master mode and the other one is the Heroes mode. The Master mode is the so-called story mode of this game. In this mode we can relive the start of Naruto Shippuden, but there is a catch. If previously in the last Ultimate Ninja games we first followed the story events and then had a filler storyline, then here is the other way around. The story mode starts off right in the middle of Jiraiya's and Naruto's training journey. The plot of this filler story mode could be something like this. Naruto is given these weight beads that will change in color whenever Naruto gets stronger. They both head to the nearest village and see that there is a strange ritual going on where a small girl named Aoi is being sent into the cave in order to sacrifice herself to a demon that is living in that cave, in order to appease it. The main plot of the storyline is based on trying to save this little girl and put a stop to this demon. As soon as we start this mode, we are automatically thrown into the open world. This game takes the free roaming of Ultimate Ninja 3 and improves it with better controls, better camera movement, even though I had some trouble getting used to it, and as well with some vertical traveling, if you can call it that. Yes, in this part of the story mode you will do a lot of platforming. Well, in the cave you will have to traverse the big empty spaces of it, trying to platform one builder to another builder and destroy obstacles like boulders with your Rasengan. By the way, most of the gameplay footage was captured here live on YouTube, so feel free sometimes to join in. But anyhow, while playing through this part of the mode, you will be able to level up Naruto. By leveling him up, you unlock new jutsus like Shadow Clone Jump that will help you jump even higher. In order to level Naruto, you have to fight these enemies in the open world. Yeah, for the first time in Ultimate Ninja series, the combat is no longer only in a 2D playing field. During this part, you will have to beat these zombie-like ghouls that will try to attack Naruto. Defeating them will earn experience points. The combat is ultra simple and all you have to do is press the attack button with some occasional battle inputs to execute a move, which for me was a bit hard to sometimes do. Anyhow, after you have defeated the demon and helped the villagers with their problem, the mode ends and the credits roll. It takes around 2 to maybe 3 hours to complete this filler arc. This is actually a bait and switch, because after the credits we finally follow the events of Naruto Shippuden. All of the gameplay elements are the same, only exception is that the platforming has been toned down a lot. The story follows the events of start of Naruto returning to the village and ends in the middle of the Kazekage rescue arc. The reason for that was that this game came out in Japan first in April 5th, 2007, and at that time the Naruto Shippuden manga just started and they didn't have a lot of material to work with. So that's why the starting filler arc was added. In total it took me like 4 to 5 hours to finish this mode. This mode in itself looks beautiful, as you might have noticed the characters look different than in the previous game. The reason for that is that for the Shippuden titles, CC2 used a more anime style shading rather than the previous manga shading. This makes some scenes look more from the anime. The free roaming in the second part of this game mode is the same as it is in Storm 2 and 3, where we have a fixed camera angle and we are walking through the corridor-like village. In some parts, the areas are bigger and in some even smaller. In Shippuden's story, there are 2 moments where we are introduced to this like catch minigame. For example, instead of finding Kakashi for the bells, we have to chase him around the forest and catch him in order to get the bells. I think that this is a silly game mechanic and should be left out, because all you have to do is just catch him. There is no fighting or anything. This moment appears later near at the end of the story as well. After or during the story, you are able to do some side missions like trying to get rid of these identity swapping bandits or help Jiraiya catch all of the escaped frogs around the world. Each side mission has a unique reward to it. As well, in this mode around the map there are these memory orbs that are needed for the Heroes mode. The Heroes mode principle is the same as the previous game's Hero mode, where the mode serves as a retelling of the OG Naruto story. The way how it is executed and how it is presented is different. In order to experience all of the story moments, you have to first unlock them by undoing these seals. In order to do so, you have to collect all of the missing memory orbs. If I'm not mistaken, there are about 33 to 34 orbs around the world. There are 2 ways how this mode is represented. One of them are these like still images with some text below them that vaguely explain the story. The second one is with an in-game cutscenes. These cutscenes are unique and most of them are just created for this game. Some elements like the CGI cutscenes are taken from the previous games, but the in-game ones are new. Just a small side note, if you really like this type of content, feel free to subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. But anyhow, the in-game ones show the most important moments of the story. These cutscenes contain a whole memory or are accompanied with a battle scene before or after it. These extended cutscenes explain the current moment more and give more weight to the story. One example could be Naruto vs Gaara fight, where we get a cutscene where Naruto confronts Gaara, then a fight sequence, and then the moment where Naruto explains why he is willing to sacrifice his life for the ones he loves, which is one of the emotional moments in the story. In any of the previous games, this scene was never explained in depth. There are a lot of different scenes, especially near the end in Sasuke's rescue arc. In my opinion, this mode is the best retelling of the OG Naruto story. Only thing that I disliked was that once you start playing this mod, you don't know how many orbs you need, and as soon as you see that you need more, you have to go back to the master mode and search for the missing orbs again. The battle mechanics are pretty much the same as they were in the previous game. The attacking and the flow of the battle feels pretty much the same. I guess why fix it if it ain't broke, huh? The only new thing that was added was that if both ninjas dash at each other, a small minigame of rock, paper, scissors is presented. By winning the mini battle, you are able to deal damage to the enemy. There is also the addition of awakening jutsu. When certain conditions are met, a character may trigger their awakening jutsu. These techniques are more powerful than the standard ultimate jutsu and, as the name implies, awakens a character's power. In total, we got around 52 playable characters. The character pool is a mix of OG Naruto characters and the new Shippuden characters. Some special characters like Hanabi, Konohamaru Squad and the Yellow Flash all come right from Ultimate Ninja 3. There are some unique characters like Sasori in his puppet form and Lady Chiyo, who doesn't use any puppets, since at that time in the story she hadn't used them. To unlock all of the characters, you have to finish the Master mode, Heroes mode, and as well defeat specific bandits that have transformed into specific characters like Hanabi, for example. I'll be honest, before playing this game I didn't have like a lot of expectations. I knew that this game would be like really, how should I say this, short. I knew that it wouldn't like follow the whole story of Naruto Shippuden, but in general I kinda enjoyed it. I actually pretty liked it. I enjoyed the free roaming, I think, the most. The battle mechanics were the same. The story, I mean, the filler arc was pretty interesting. The only minus for that is that we only covered like few steps from Shippuden arc, and the Heroes mode is definitely, it's basically the best from all the previous Ultimate Ninja games on PlayStation 2. So yeah, have you ever played it? If so, let me know in the comments. Thank you all for supporting me, and yeah, I wish you all a nice day/evening. Bye guys.